Hello, hello, welcome to WIP IT Sunday. I'm going to be rocking it solo tonight. We got plenty to keep us up, keep the work. Get some background music going. Alrighty. After the last one, I did some airbrushing on this and I sealed it, but decided I'm not happy with the greens. So I ordered some new green. I'm going to end up masking off the yellow. The gloves slide off. I want to airbrush all the greens to be where the uniform. Ordered some Mr. Color green. C525 green Mr. Color. Ordered from New Type. I think it should be here this week. And Mr. Don made a really cool cape for it. That'll be going on that figure. I'm just gonna bring up the water slide to get that ready. After doing some airbrush, you can get the cape installed and the water slide. Then be just down to be sealing it. And that'll be that. I fixed up a couple more prime heads. I got the neutral face, the stern but calm head, and I got a yelling head. With this one might be a little tricky to install because the way it's shaped, I'll have to change how I cut it. I think you can see the mouth, the back of the mouth that's in there. So I won't be able to do it like I do the other heads. Where do I have one already fixed up? Oh, that's over here. I got this one. Start painting on it. So I got it in the green stuff socket. It's cut here, down around the jaw. That works for that one, but I think I'm gonna have to angle it back a little bit farther to clear the inside of the mouth. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. So it come down. Yep. We'll do that. I don't want to fool with that yet because that's a lot of Dremlin dust. What's up, Bart? Welcome. Also been playing around with my main villain, Nihilus. Got a head for him. I'm actually commissioning Custom Cannon. He's going to do the armor. He'll fix up this head too to match up my artwork better. But that should work out pretty good. I like it. Print it out for see how it looks in 3D. And I like it. It's gonna be nice imposing figure. Time to get all the armor on here. It's really gonna bulk it out too. That'll be pretty cool. And first up, I want to think about fitting the head in a helmet. Be the less messy thing to do, starting out with. Order me some green stuff for too long. mentioned it before, always where the yellow and green touch each other, always cut that out. It won't weed together. It's basically already hardened. I airbrushed all of the yellow parts on the other character, so they're all uniform because they all came from different figures. The gloves and the hands came from Morph, and the boots came from Vision, and the waist piece came from Firelord. So I want all of them slightly different shades of yellow. Now they all match. They are all off tonight and dealing with family stuff, which we got family.
Family, 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 family.
So just rocking it solo tonight. I haven't touched anything in for most of the week, so I got plenty to work on. SDA in the house.
Family, family, family.
I did get something in the mail today. I got V4 Snake Eyes. Been wanting this for a while. Been classified, so I finally got it. The plastic is definitely could use a wash on it. The gray plastic. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Put a wash on the mask, fill in the vent holes. But I'll look at them. I'm thinking I haven't done a review in a while. I figure this would be a good one to do. That and Dragon Man. B Dizzle, thanks. Welcome, welcome. Different George, how we doing? Doing all right. Yay, thumbs up. So we got some Cosmic Legions in the mail today. Sweet. I did get the. That was hilarious. I ordered 4 packs of Keebler soft batch to an order I was making. I was like, what the heck? And I got 3 of them. And the weirdest looking box of cookies I ever seen, and something said Stouch. And you can see they got it labeled Keebler Soft Batch Chocolate Chip Cookies. There's a 6.5 foot HDMI cable. I don't know what flavor it is. I ain't tried it yet. Victoria's got some heads cast paint up for the Superman, Hulk, and the Joker. Sweet. Okay. Black licorice. Ooh, I don't like that. I looked it up though. The cookies were like less than $4, and that cable's like $9. Like, you can always use HDMI cable. I'm not gonna fool with it. At least I got some of them. Shouldn't be eating the cookies anyway. Answer B. Do those questions. What question? I missed it. Oh, sorry. Thank you, SDA. I missed that. Question, if you don't mind. I want to start drilling holes in heads in my 1/12 scale sculpts, but the sculpts I order come hollowed out. How should I order them to make sure they come non-hollowed? What? They're hollowed out like that too, like for universal fittings, like so you don't have to drill them out. But if they're hollowed out, if you're ordering from a vendor, I would just ask to see if you can have like a solid head. I've gotten some hollowed out too before, but I've gotten used to filling head sculpts up. I use either O-rings or green stuff to make sockets, like on here, and I'll be doing that shortly as well, so I can show that. But there's also people have also used like a clear tubing. That's like the diameter of the cavity, and the socket, the hole in the bottom of the tubing is usually about the size of what you need for the ball peg. I haven't tried that method, but it looks like it would work. I think X Scorpio does that. Hopefully. Hopefully that will, if, you know what, you guys, if you want to just come in, copy, come in and chat, you're more than welcome to. Always glad to help out anybody get with questions. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, you might want to turn your speaker off, or the volume off on the. Oh, you might want to turn your speaker off, or the volume off on the. Oh, you might want to turn your speaker off, or the
leave this volume off of that. You just want to do the
Bart, I'm going to mute you just for a second. If you can turn your volume down on the YouTube, and that way, I want to say this. I'm not repeating myself, but my own voice coming back. But and I will give it 5 seconds. And I will give it 5 seconds. I will 5 seconds. Almost forgot. Do you own the Multiverse Joker from Mattel? I want to know if I can. Or should we crack the torso open and paint the orange vest? I want to make it look like the old DC Joker. I do have it, but I've never fooled with it. I just put it on the shelf. So I'm not sure on that. Okay. Just come on. You can unmute anytime you want to, Bart, when you figure out what's going on with your mic settings. But welcome. Need to remember to bring some more Q-tips though, and I'm almost out. For stripping and paint. Yeah, where'd my tweezers go? Stick to everything except for what I don't want it to stick to. Okay. sense. Trying to get the distance right and the eyes even. Good. Good. That's it. Bring the arts. Hey, how's it going? Doing pretty good. Working on a few head sculpts. And let me grab some off the curing station right quick. And why is it blurry? One head. Two heads. Three heads. Four. Let's see. Mr. Don put a bodysuit on Adam Strong for me. Good. I just want to replace the head. One of these. They're gonna fit to it. That will be later. Do these first. Dizzle, when you, the hollow heads were the kind of similar to this when you get them, like they're full empty cavities. I'm getting ready to, after a little bit, clean this up a little bit. I'm going to do make a socket for it to go on to another figure. Alrighty. Got this new head for my character lore printed up, sized the way I want it. Took a couple tries. That got just the right size. I like this one a lot, but just a tad small. In essence, this one is pretty much the exact same size as this one. I want it to be just a tad bit bigger. Make sure I'm doing the right one. Now, when I first printed these were solid heads, and I used the settings on the slicer to hollow them out. It's easier to work with. The chin a little more. Alrighty. Hey, neighbor Felton. All right. Let's see. Oh my God, we'll go. I don't know. I'm very picky about what I want. Not much of a difference in size. Just enough. Is it too big? Too small? Good scale measurement. I'm gonna fit it and see. I got one that's a little bit smaller, but I don't like that one. One toys in collection. Everyone, hello, hello. All right. But I don't have enough. Those heads are deceptively deep. Yeah, this is the first one I printed. It's too big. It's only a little bit bigger than this one, and that one's a little bit bigger than that one, but I don't know. If anybody wants to hop on and ask questions, there's a link in the chat. Oh, chat. That's odd. Bart said his mic was off and it's getting like the echo back. There a convention? Is there a convention for everything? Why isn't there straightforward convention for customizing? Legion's Con is basically kind of. Bart was asking like if there's a convention for customizing. From my understanding, the Legion's Con for Mythic Legions has kind of gotten to be almost like a customizing convention. It really, you make a good point. It'd be kind of cool to have a customizer only convention. Not really. Well, be like kind of like for independent toy. Do like customizing and independent toy manufacturers. That'd be kind of cool show. Now the Legion's Con is about everybody, every big name in the customizing scene goes to that one apparently, except me. Debating about going this year, but it's a long haul for me. It's like 8-hour drive one way, 8 or 9 hour drive. If I fly, it's like 3 or 4. Let's see, you got hotel and other expenses. I'm cool if anybody collects Mythic Legions, but I'm just not a Legions collector. So I'll just be going up there for the customizing, but yeah. That's true, name of hell. Stick stuff on the ball joint. What do you guys think? Is that head sculpt right size? Too big? I think it looks pretty good. If it was any smaller, it wouldn't look right. I think proportions look good for the body. The did one a little bit smaller, so one I got in the helmet. Start shaving it down to this one, I believe. This size. I shaved it down to fit in the helmet. I'm thinking that. Probably so the head will look almost the same size when the helmet's on or off. What do you guys think? It look good. That looks closer to Kevin's Sharp's artwork he did for my character. The head he designed. Okay. Call that one good. Now we gotta tackle this. Gotta. Alright, that should give you enough room to get in there with the Dremel bit and start shaving things down, open it up. Not sure if this one will work or not. If not, like Canon's actually making some adjustments to some of these cinema. Come back on the back, cut up on the back of the head farther than normal. Allow clearance for the yelling head and the yelling jaw. That, I think, is going to work. I think it just needs a little more. So I might have to resculpt back the head too. If I get, of course, being impatient, I could have waited to get the file digitally fixed. I like doing stuff old school too. Incorporate the new with the old. Head looks good, but it's the head too low now. Which one, Bart, is the prime head or the lower head? The one should be about right. Just close to what I got the other two set at. See. I got this one's a gritted teeth one. Already got the port in there. This looks good. Now, yelling head. I think it's more of the jaw dropping down. The top of the head is around the same place. It's where the jaw drops down. Oh, the one I asked about with the lower. Let's see. I think it's all right. I think it's just the collar kind of makes it look like it's sitting lower than it is. Plus the head's all black. It should about right proportions between head, traps, the shoulder. Now, much difference we already got on the back of these heads. Get thin out the jaw so it don't rub. That's the hard part. better. Got gap at the yellow line now. Need to finish clearancing this. Pull the feet off. Part saying I feel like that needs a light eyes. The light up eyes would be cool, but you don't have any eye blast powers. I got this side done. I need to get this side of the opening of the hips. Arms off. I want to be careful when you're cutting this stuff out. Easily jerk and slice your finger open. I say that because I've done that. It gets hung up in the material and you push for it to get the break three, and it goes, and it really breaks three. So you just put figurehead LEDs and figureheads before. It has to have a backpack though for the batteries to hide. I've done a few with the batteries are dead right now on them, but these are magnetically switched LEDs, and the magnet will actually turn it on. I think they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. Suck that magnet was strong enough to suck the battery out of it. Yeah. part says he finished up snow characters when the HasLab Snowcat gets here. Working on a guy now that does mixed parts, had metal heads, rocket backpack, and Black Series parts, 3D print head. Nice. I was looking a little iffy if it was going to back there for a while, but it backed. It's good. Definitely the slowest classified backing. Looks great. I didn't get one this time, but I've gotten all the classified Jet classified except for this one. I got for most of the vehicles too, except for the hang gliders. I was like, yeah, tactical hang glider. That's so much better. That's I got better on this side here than on this side right now. There's a collision point. That's a bad hit right here. I brought it back farther on this side. Now you actually have to actively push it into it before you just bring it together, and it hits there and it would rub. Yeah, I'm kind of not feeling any 1/12 scale vehicles right off the bat right now. I don't know if it's just 1/12 scale vehicle fatigue or what. I'm just kind of indifferent to them right now. Of course, if they announced if the HasLab was Sergeant Slaughter and his triple T tank with his melloway colors, I think it would have been a different tune. But I've been wanting, ever since they announced Sergeant Slaughter in the line, I've been wanting him in the melloway color scheme. Seems like it'd be like an ideal candidate for a retro card. But it'd be nice to have his tank. Maybe how the price kept me away, but it does look good. It does look good. It's just, no, I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not the biggest on like snow military theme stuff too. Part of it, and I think too is I'm just kind of indifferent to the 1/12 scale vehicle stuff right now. I didn't get to like the Ramen Toys 18 van, and I loved the 18 growing up. And plus, there's no figures for it. I got their General Lee and the Black Charger. I got the first round of General Lee, so I made them make sure they get me one without the state decals applied, so I can film them myself because they screwed up the stickers in the factory. and didn't take responsibility for it and tried to blame it off a YouTube comment they linked to the video, and I read like the comment, and I was only one of the anything was talking about like positioning the decals, and the guy was right. He was 100% right. They just got it wrong and didn't want to admit wrong. I make mistakes. I admit my mistakes. I expect the same integrity of anybody else. If I screw up, I own it. I do that work. It's like, my bad. I misread the email or whatever, I misinterpreted something. It's my fault. I was one of the supervisors. She's passed now, but she's a great lady. It's like she had a lot of suck ups, and she wanted an honest answer. She'd ask me. Party on, Darth. I'm back. My laptop was locking up to doing too many things at once. Odd Frog Entertainment's working on a van after the car ships. They made a lot of improvements to their car too, which is really nice. The first time they did their car, they were incorporating their logo into the fenders and the grill of the car, which I wasn't a fan of that, but I like the car overall other than that. But now they went back and did it again, and they took all that stuff off their car, make it more like a classic muscle car without any odd branding on it. It looks good. Now, that just pretty much eliminated that collision point. I want to just, if I want to put it in a vanilla pose, I want to make sure I've got rid of all the collision points. You come back off the back here a little bit more. Nice. Bart says knows one of the owners, and they have full plans for the car and add-ons down the line. It puts me in mind of an old Chevy Impala. Could be a good stand-in for baby if you make a Sam and Dean Customs. Alrighty. Just need some sanding, and I think that is got that clearanced. They got here, the back. And I think I need to take some material off right here. Just a little bit more. I talked to him about the baby because my wife is a huge Supernatural fan, and to do their car a 4-door would be too much work. Yeah, that's why I figured this. Just like on a real car, when you want to turn a 4-door into a 2-door, it's a lot of sheet metal work. You got to get a set of quarters off a 2-door and get a new B pillar and door jamb, the doors, new doors, B pillar from the donor car. A lot of work. But it would be awesome if there was a 1/11 scale, really, if you want stuff Marvel Legends scale, but you know what I mean. That size car. Really surprised me. Jada doesn't have any interest in doing 1/12 scale vehicles, with her bread and butter being vehicles. Speaker knockers. I've been working on. Well, speaking of, that makes more sense. Speaking of cars, I've been working on a TMT van for my Samurai Force. Nice. Oh, if anybody's any need some deep pockets, but Smosh tell me that apparently when Hasbro purchased Power Rangers from Saban, they got all the props and equipment from all the movies and TV shows. So they've got a warehouse full of that stuff, and they're actually sending it off to like the high-end auction house, like what they do with like movie memorabilia auction houses. Forget the name of it. It's a big one. So I would have thought they would have cured with all the from 30 years of Power Rangers memorabilia from the TV shows, or 40 years props. Yeah, getting old. So they have props from Mighty Morphin to current, and it's going up for auction. All the different lots. I remember when they did that with Star Trek stuff, way back in the day. All the shooting models, props, and set pieces. Not all of it went for, some good. The studios used to never thought, they used to be, they thought that stuff was worthless and they'd throw it in the trash. I think it was in the 80s when people started like realizing, hey, we can sell this stuff. The original Death Star shooting model. Here it is auction. There you go. Thank you, Alpha Proto. The original shooting model for the Death Star from the original Star Wars movie was found being used as a trash can. It was a collector found it, purchased it, and restored it, but yeah, it was spent many years being used as a trash can. Some of these people love making up rumors and stuff like it. Hasbro's not making money, they're gonna sell this stuff. It's like it's a common practice to sell all that stuff anymore. It's like I'm sure they probably didn't expect to get the entire archive of movie props when they bought Power Rangers from Saban. Anybody thinks Hasbro's not being profitable, go look at their earnings report from this year. It's not that hard to find. It's actually publicly available. People just got diarrhea of the mouth and saved this dumbest stuff. Yep, film history holding garbage. I think they do it for like clickbait too. This one dude was talking about the Jada Toys is making bad decisions, struggling, getting obscure license. He considered a Scooby-Doo an obscure license. Okay. Now, Jada, if you're listening, give us an Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Please give us you'd have to make a new tooling, of course, but give us an Ultra Instinct Shaggy. I'd buy that in a damn heartbeat. Yeah, not even used 1% of my power, man. That Scooby-Doo is very well done. I wouldn't mind seeing them getting more Hanna-Barbera stuff. Getting like the Space Ghost, the Herculoids, and the Blue Falcon, and their style would very lend great. Ford ordered Shaggy and the Scooby, but they did Space Ghost line. I'm all in. Same. I'll do that with, and the Herculoids. Do that, and I would love to see somebody do Thundar. Hollywood's always looking for like these old properties, like nostalgic properties, like movies, live action movies. Thundar seems like just a prime candidate for that. It don't make sense why. Oh yeah, Alpha Proto. I'm with you. With there, like they're very popular, but I'm not really interested. Maybe might pick up Shaggy and Scooby just because I got that van, but other than that, I'm not really serious in the rest of them. But if they make an Ultra Instinct Shaggy, I'm gonna be right there. They can beat the living daylights out and all the Invincible characters. Actually, it still boggles my mind. We got season 3 coming out in October. Nobody picks up the One Punch Man license. You got a ton of great character designs in that show. And if somebody does Saitama, they need to make 2. They need to make when he's not being serious and when he's being serious. His body type changes and everything changes when he's being serious. But also would like a Goofy, just him just being him, goofing off. So you really need 2 figures of Saitama. I don't know why I never thought about this on the previous Prime Customs. Previous ones I've drilled them through the top and put my magnets in. This time I actually put them in through the underneath, so I didn't have to re-sculpt other than just fill the holes up down here. Scooby-Doo has survived decades, while other shows have been forgotten. For the most part, stayed pretty close to the original, besides that stupid show on Max, Velma. It pisses me off. They were going to revive Megas XLR. And when they were doing all these show cuts and they killed it, didn't greenlit another season of that stupid Velma show instead of doing Megas XLR season 3. He's a little more ripped when he's serious. Yep, he is. His entire body posture changes, more ripped. But I would want both versions. To portray the character properly, you'd need 2. Oh, Megas would be awesome. I'll never not say that a disc hinge is better at the top. You have the best both worlds if you can do the ball joint, have the neck be a separate piece and have a ball joint at the base and the disc hinge up top. That would be the best. But if you can only have one disc hinge or a double ball peg, disc hinge all the way, because I like a figure to be able to look up. Very important, especially if they fly or if they're like G.I. Joe, like they low light. One of my favorite figures as a kid. I was looking for that figure. they give him a ball peg, and he can't look up, and they give him a sniper rifle. Can't use because he can't look up. You can't put him down in the laying down position in a sniper pose because the head can't look up because they didn't give him a disc hinge. Look at that yelling head. Just had it. There's a little mini bust of my main villain. Doo-doo-doo. I'm losing my mind. I just laid that down somewhere. No, there it is. Snake would have bit me. I just used Shootbox Pro. I'm using the free one, and it seems to work pretty good. I'm sure it's got a lot more functionality than the free version. Yeah, the getting your print sizes just right is one thing I suggest Alpha Proto is get you a set of calipers. That way you can take measurements on existing heads and just that way. I don't think that's going to work. Now we're now focus. Come on. Nope, not going to reset. Let's see. The guy that owned, well, not owned, the guy who created Megasix LR, and he did another show that's pretty cool about racing cars. He tried to buy his shows back, but Cartoon Network would not sell them to him. He wanted to continue Megasix LR, but he couldn't do anything because they own it and sat on it, kind of like Marvel does with the Ultraverse stuff. They sit on it and won't sit on it. Of course, I don't think that's a bad thing nowadays. They'd run it, they try to bring it back into the main universe now. Hey, Sector, what's up? There's so many good properties. Jazzwares has been doing good with anime figures. I wouldn't mind them picking up One Punch Man. They've picked up a few new licenses. The ones I've gotten from them have been great, and heck, their prices are incredible too. They're $20, and you get tons of accessories, power effects, hands, face plates. They're like imports, like quality, like figures, but with better, more durable plastic. That makes them more, say, like if kids buy them, they're like playable. So you don't want to buy SH Figure Arts for a kid, and they'll destroy those. But if you buy Jazzwares, it'll hold up. My Hero Academia figure has been really good. The Chainsaw Man was good. My only complaint with Chainsaw Man, he didn't come with a unpowered down effects. I picked up the Bandai Chainsaw Man with the Chainsaw Dog and the Unmasked Head, so I got both now. I've caught it on clearance at a local Walmart. So now I got a powered up one. It's with the Jazzwares, and I got the Bandai, which is crazy. The Bandais are more expensive, and they come with less stuff, and the quality doesn't seem to be as good. Less articulation too. They're same scale pretty much. I don't think this is going to be enough. And a lot of those Jazzwares anime figures showed up at Ross for cheap. Oh, might be enough. Oh yeah, that fits good. Is that including the parts that I'm going to be sending you, Sector? I got one of them parts sitting over here next to me. Cool. But those are yours. I got the part that comes with Hellstorm next to me, and I got the Brother Voodoo upstairs. Oh, thanks. Oh. There you go. There's your leg. Over here next to your Cyborg Superman figures. Nice. Glad I could help out, Sector. So what are you going to do with that Gamerverse Psylocke 2-pack? I don't know. Well, Thanos will be going on the Cosmic Shelf, replacing my Marvel Select. And I'll put the Psylocke on my X-Men shelf. I do have. Now I got the Marvel Select Modern Thanos on my villain shelf. So I might swap that out. Again, now it's nothing hits. I can put my epoxy in. That's too low, but that's what I was wanting. No, nothing hitting. I want to somewhere high. The head that comes on the Adam Strong body is teeny tiny. This is an Adam Strong head. Not a regular size head. And we got Jim from the office. Same, not much difference in size from Jim from the office. Here's regular size figure head. Which don't look bad on there. They actually don't look bad on there at all. All right. Spent most of the show fitting heads, clearancing for paint and fitting heads. Yeah. Ooh. That's an ideal. I'm actually getting a extra crossbones from Don. I wonder how that head would look on that crossbones body. Since I'm retiring it from my Solarian custom. Be like a big Merc. Yeah, I need to raise it up a little bit more. And unfortunately, I gotta mix up some more green stuff. So those cavities in those heads are deceptively deep. I'm gonna take measurements for when I do put the emblem on my prime. I'll make sure I get everything centered properly. I'll take my time on this one to be the best version I can possibly make. Still got a rogue prime in my work in progress section box, which may end up probably, well, not maybe, but I will be painting up a few more of these heads to match my first form prime. At least a smiling head. Don't have a lot of paint left that matches that skin tone. Accidentally printed an extra set too. I was in a hurry to head out to the office one morning and I kick off the print and I printed the wrong file. Oops. And that matches up pretty good size-wise with the body. me. This is the last of my old flesh tone that I had mixed up that matches prime. My OG prime, my other primes. That is all I got left. Also matches the necks on these Superman figures I got paint up. Matches that skin tone pretty close. So, got a sparing amount of that. Now for proto, I got that much left of the titania flesh tone, so should be able to fix yours up pretty easily. That should be more than enough for it. What little spot I got to paint. Where is... that? That's not the color I need. Is that one it? Warm flesh. No. Right. Warm, that's one. Warm flesh tone. That was almost bad. I almost dropped it on the floor. I already stripped that once too because I wasn't happy with the original base coat. All right. Yeah, it's pretty close. Not exact, but pretty close. Yep, get the socket. You don't want to leave it on there too long, or it'll be on there. If you want interchangeable heads, don't leave it on too long. All right. You got helmet I was working on earlier. That green stuff sits up, I'm gonna need a little bit more because I can still push it in too far. It's getting there. Maybe I'll get to stop at a certain point. I'm eventually gonna put a magnet inside of it too. I got a magnet in the top of the helmet, and I'll put a magnet in the head. Actually sand it down the nose some too to fit inside the helmet better. It's to look a certain way. Let's leave that out. With the cure, this one off. Yelling prime head. It is, you can use petroleum jelly, but I'm using the actual green stuff, sculpting Vaseline. Standard Vaseline worked fine, but it just won't have the odor to it. This one's odorless. The problem is it's not for sticking, it's when you press the head on, it wraps around the ball. When it hardens, you could still move the head. The problem is getting it off. It'll wrap around it and harden where you can't get it off. Absolutely. That's what I'd be yelling if I stubbed my toe. I about broke my toe down here one time walking around the, well, workstation's like an old wet bar. So I've had some stuff stacked around it, metal shelving, and it was like, bam! Damn near broke my toe. Right. I think I'm going to be calling it a night. We are past the 2-hour mark. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with me tonight. And always feel free to ask questions. And anytime anybody want to come on and just chit chat while we're customizing, just let me know. We will have the show on Thursday. It'll either be all of us or just me again. But always keep busy. So anyway, you have a good night. I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good one.